let's talk motivation. As a uni student, I am constantly, and I mean constantly, wanting to throw everything that I'm doing up in the air and just give up, because sometimes balancing schoolwork and everything else that I do can get very hard. I mean, as university students, we have to stay on top of our schoolwork, and you know, if we choose to have a part-time job, we have to balance that, keep a social circle, make time for our hobbies and create new hobbies, all while trying to take care of our mental and physical health. And you know what? It feels like an uncoordinated circus sometimes. That's really how it is. But because of this, I've learned how to handle all the responsibilities that I've allocated to myself, and I think I do it pretty well. So here are 5 tips on how to stay motivated in university. Number 1, no bullshit, organize. And I know you're probably like,
Olivia, this is so basic. Like, are you just gonna tell me this entire video to just organize and time manage and blah, 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 blah?
Not the entire video, but for this one point, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Organize. Right now, I'm reading off of my MacBook. I've written points down that I want to discuss in this video. Organize. This is how we stay on track, people. There are so many mediums in which you can plan and organize. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a planner or in a journal of some sort. It can be digitally as well, or even mentally. Let me give you some examples. For the physical aspect of it, it's scientifically proven that if you handwrite something, you'll remember it better. We do that with study notes, you know, we do that with our grocery lists. Like, why don't we do that with everything else? We can make a priority tier list and just organize everything that you've got to do. And organization can be anything from organizing your thoughts to organizing a to-do list to organizing, you know, research ideas for a project. For myself, I personally love to use sticky notes. I use my planner. I use my journal for literally everything. I do the whole shebang when it comes to organizing. I organize everything in my life. I'm always like 6 steps ahead. And this honestly really helps me because I'm the kind of person where I love feeling that like sense of achievement once I check something off of my to-do list. And if you get that sense of like relief, just write it down and check it off. I mean, like, watching your to-do list get shorter and shorter is just, it's out of this world. I mean, it kind of guilt trips me into doing my work when I'm supposed to do it, because if I don't, I will fall into procrastination. This is what my to-do lists say to me.
Come on, Olivia, you know you have to finish it. Finish the task so you can check it off.
Okay, fine. And so I do it. For the digital aspect of it, it's pretty much the same. However, I personally love to use widgets on my phone. I use a Korean app called DoingDoing. It comes up as a widget on my phone. That is what it looks like. So yeah, the app is just called DoingDoing. It is so freaking cute, and it's so like minimalist as well, and it's so easy to just add something on your to-do list. You enter the day that you got to do something, and then you enter the task. This is just like, if my planner's away or if I don't have my journal on me, but I'm on my phone, I have a constant reminder on my homepage that I got stuff to get done and that I need to do it. And this app is just so good, because this is yesterday's to-do list. I actually did all this, I just didn't check it off. Like, for example, when it came to my social psychology assignment, I can just click on the little checkbox and I can click completed, and it's completed. On my second page, I have my huge calendar of everything that I've got to do school-wise, it's assignments, YouTube videos, and I have a bigger one on Notion too. That's another thing that I use, Notion. On the next page, I have my Notion 2024 board. Everything that I want to do this year, books that I want to read, and just all that. And I also have a widget from WidgetLab that tracks basically how I'm feeling. Mentally, okay, I have a habit of not writing things down that I feel are really minuscule, like how could I forget that kind of thing? Like, for example, fill up your water bottle before you go to school. If I don't write that down, I'm gonna forget to do it. I caught myself in this habit a couple of months ago, trying to remember everything mentally, and babes, it didn't work. It did not work. If you have a memory like mine, or a mind like mine, it's just not going to, it's not going to work, because if your mind is running 1,000 miles per minute, you can't, you know, focus on what you want to try and remember. You're gonna forget. So write everything down. Set aside time to do everything. time blocking is important. A lot of people time block using a planner or calendar. I mean, like, I try to set aside 30 minutes every day for everything that I want to do. Even if I don't finish it in that day, it's that little percentage, you know? Like, imagine this is 100%, I'm here, and I do this every day. You know what I mean? Slowly until I finish the task. That's how I think about it. Number 2, visualize yourself achieving your goals. This for me was an absolute game changer. In my first year, I wasn't as busy as I am now, but it was just so hard, the transition from being online in COVID in high school to having to go in person for university, sitting in 3-hour lectures like 3 times a week. It was a big transition and I just was not used to the routine at all. I even began questioning, like, why am I even in university? Like, why am I even here? And then I realized, like, girl, it's a privilege to be in university. I have a privilege of getting an education, a high quality education. And just think about how happy you'll be after, you know, you get your degree, you get your diploma, like you've achieved a goal you had set out for yourself. I like to think to myself, and it's a quote I tell myself all the time, good things take time. And it's not going to be instantaneous, and good things take effort. We learned this in psychology. If you think like, oh, do I have to do this? Like, this sucks. If you think of it in such a negative light, you are going to convince yourself that it sucks. You have to kind of rewire your brain into thinking more positively. Every day, I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I just want to rot in bed all day. I'm so overworked. I'm so tired. And it's fine to take breaks. You have to shift that mindset into something positive. You have to think like, I'm so, again, privileged that I get the chance to have an education, and that keeps me motivated. It turns all that dread into something to look forward to. And repeated bad habits aren't habits, they're routine. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, things that we actually do don't really matter because we're on a floating rock in the middle of space. But regardless, if you want to live in fulfillment, things that you do matter. Number 3, I understand that I'm going full psych major on you guys, but for real, have a solid coping mechanism. I know it sounds so boring, like, Olivia, for real, but no, seriously. We aren't gonna be motivated all of the time. We aren't gonna be motivated, especially if we're doing everyday things like commuting, or we have a part-time job, or, you know, we have a meeting and, you know, whatever it is. We all want to be couch potatoes sometimes. But what makes things more manageable? Coping mechanisms. They're typically free, unless it's therapy or you have a gym membership, but it's, you know, a win-win regardless, even if it isn't free. My coping mechanism, can you guess what it is? It's journaling. Check out my journaling 101 video. I posted it a couple weeks back. That video basically explains like everything about journaling, if you want to get started, materials, kinds of journals, whatever. It's a great video to watch if you were looking into it. Anyway, I write everything down all the time. My feelings, I mind map my thoughts. Like, I will literally draw a cloud, that's my brain, and then I will brainstorm what's going on in my head just to put everything on paper, and it makes everything feel a lot clearer, because sometimes I will find myself like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and then I find myself getting very overwhelmed. That's not the way to move. We don't want to be overwhelmed. We want to be in control. And so what do? You mind map, or you do your coping mechanism. Speak to a friend, go to the gym, go on a walk, crochet, I don't know, paint. I know some people whose coping mechanisms are dancing. The whole point is bring yourself peace. Allow yourself some time to calm down. Allow some me time. You know, even just talking to your friends or talking to family, people that you love. Surround yourself with those who care about you and you care about them. And it makes everything breathable and bearable. When you're in this constant go, 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 and you never allow yourself a moment to breathe, it leaves us in a state of constant stress, constant anxiety, and that's not healthy, babes. Take your time. Don't feel guilty if you need a break. Breaks are important. Get your water, watch 30 minutes of your show, and then get right back to it. Pursue your hobbies. I come to you now pursuing one of my hobbies. I just finished up an assignment for class, and I was really looking forward to editing and filming and doing everything that it is for this video. This is definitely my favorite hobby out of like the 100 hobbies that I have, because hobbies like this, where I get to content create and give myself a sense of fulfillment, really brings that joy back that school ever so lovingly strips away from me. So I say this like I'm ungrateful. I'm grateful that I attend school. I said this earlier in the video. The university blues are a universal experience regardless of your situation. So number 5, reward yourself. I feel like we always forget to celebrate the little things. We always have this big goal in mind, and that's great. Have your big goal in mind. Have an end goal. But don't forget to celebrate the little steps along the way. I have a goal for my YouTube channel, but I'm not going to reach that for a long time. And that's fine, because like I said, great things take time. However, I'm going to celebrate when I hit 100 subscribers because I'm literally 6 away. I'm 6 away from hitting 100, and I'm so excited for it. So that goes with the point, is like celebrate the little things, reward yourself. You were having a hard time with an assignment and you finished it and you did well, buy yourself a treat. You finish something, you get a reward, you allocate finishing something with that reward, that feeling, and you're like, oh my god, wait, I want to feel that again. And then you finish the next assignment, or you finish whatever you want to do. And then it like spirals into this domino effect. Whenever I finish an assignment, I treat myself to like a YouTube video or a Netflix show. I've been watching Young Royals. The ending was rude, but apparently the next season, or the next part of season 3 comes out on the 18th, so I'm not too mad, but rude. Like, people literally use positive reinforcement for everything. Parents use positive reinforcement all the time. My parents got me a hamster when I got perfect on my grade 2 spelling test, or whatever it was. I think that's what it was. Positive reinforcement works, people. And now I'm the greatest speller. I am the grammar police. That's just how I am. So reward yourself and take care of yourself, and don't be so harsh, and don't compare yourself to other people, because I found myself recently, literally last night, comparing myself to people on my Instagram feed, and I caught myself in the moment and I was like, there's no way you're not practicing what you preach right now. Off the record, it's so hard being a university student. I feel a lot of pressure in myself to complete what I have to complete within a certain deadline, and you know, I have this like goal, this like 10-year plan for myself, and I'm like, I want this and this and this to happen, and it goes back to the point of being organized. But one thing I should have mentioned prior is that not everything is going to go the way that you plan, and not everything is going to go the way that you organize. For example, like the past 2 or 3 videos I've mentioned, my school is on strike. That messes like literally everything that I've been planning for the semester up, and just messes it up. But it's how you cope and how you adapt that really shows how strong of a person you are. I give you my tips to stay motivated, but it's okay to not be motivated. Everybody's different, so if you need to tweak a couple of these, go ahead. This is not like a definite, you need to do these to be motivated. This is just what works for me, and I thought I'd share my 2 cents. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Please like, please subscribe, follow me on my other socials. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps you in the slightest, or I just hope you, you know, had fun listening to me yap, because I am a professional yapper. I will see you guys next week, and comment down below what you want to see from me. Comment down below ways that you stay motivated in your everyday life if you're not a university student. Just comment down below your tips, because you can help somebody out as well. Okay, it was very nice chatting. I will see you next week. Bye!